As the new year is approaching, I felt like sitting down and reflecting on where I'm at when it comes to minimalism and simplifying life, after making quite a few bigger purchases and changes in the years of 21 and 22. Next year, I really feel like reconnecting with the spirit of minimalism a bit more and just focusing on using what I already have. So I decided to do a low-buy year in 2023. So I want to share with you 23 things I'm not buying next year. And of course, this list is very personal for me and where my life is right now. So if you do enjoy buying some of these things, that's perfectly fine. My hope is that this list can inspire you to think about ways that you could minimize and simplify next year as well. Welcome back everyone, and if you're new here, this is a place where you can get weekly tips and inspiration for living a simpler, happier, and calmer life with less stuff. So be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already to follow along. Last week I posted a video sharing everything I bought and everything I decluttered this year in 2022. I recorded everything for the whole year and it was quite eye-opening to see everything together, so I will leave that video in the description box in case you haven't seen it yet. The first thing is new clothes. Now, I'm not gonna do a no buy in this category. I don't think that that is very realistic, but I am at a point where I really feel like my wardrobe is done. I've made a lot of changes to it this year. I'm very happy with how my wardrobe is now, and with the exception of one specific thing, a type of dress that I would like to add, I really feel like my wardrobe is done. I have everything I need. It's about 40 items altogether for all seasons, and I'm very happy with it. So I decided to do a low buy and allow myself 3 items for the whole year for my wardrobe, and that includes clothing, shoes, accessories, everything. For example, I have 1 pair of sunglasses. Do I need another pair? No. Next is furniture. We are not going to buy any new furniture for the home next year. We changed some things around last year in 21, just a few things that have been really bugging me for a while, and I'm super happy with how our home is now. I really feel like it is done also. So I really don't want to spend any money on new furniture next year. Next is junk food for the house. If you've been around for a while, you might have heard me talk about the fact that we do not buy junk food for the house anymore. We started doing this in 2021, we kept it up in 2022, and I want to keep it up next year as well. The only exceptions are holidays, birthdays, and if we have people over, and otherwise we just don't have junk food in the house. It helps us feel much more healthy, it helps with my digestion, it helps with my skin, it helps with my energy levels, and I still get to make an exception here or there when we go out to eat, so I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Definitely something I want to keep up next year. Next category is luggage. I don't want to buy any new luggage, backpacks, suitcases, anything like that next year. We do have plans for some little tiny trips here and there throughout Europe, and I'm so excited for them. They're not like super concrete yet, but we have some good ideas. And these are usually things that will be like 4 or 5 day trips, which are very easy to do with just carry-on. So that's what I'm going to focus on this year. Another thing is kind of like a category, and that is things that are slightly different from the things that I already own. And this is something that is kind of like a trap that we can fall into sometimes when we're using an item and we see something else that is like slightly different and we think that that is going to change things for us, when actually we already have something that we can use. That's perfectly fine. So if it is going to be something that I want to buy next year, I really need it to be something that I don't already have and that really changes things for the better. Things I've seen on social media. Now, I am extremely not trendy. I don't really use social media. So the whole like TikTok made me buy it thing, I just don't get. I don't have TikTok. I don't know how it works. I never see anything that's like trendy. People are always talking about trends that just I have no idea what they're talking about. I always have the rule, if I don't necessarily think that I'm missing something before I know that that thing exists, I probably don't need it. So that is going to be my motto next year too. Next is really busy and popular museums. This is very specific because about a month ago we went to the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, and while I really loved seeing some of those paintings in person, it was way too busy and it was so crowded that I really didn't get that much of a chance to actually see the paintings. And it was quite expensive. It was $20 a person, so I just kind of feel like it wasn't worth it. It was also draining for my energy to be around that many people. So next year, if I do want to visit a museum, I will think long and hard if this is something that's actually going to be worth it for me. Next is cheap alcohol. Now, I already don't drink that much alcohol at all, maybe like 1 or 2 glasses a month, something like that. The only things I drink are specialty beers and scotch. And so I don't want to buy any like cheap alcohol that's going to make me feel really badly the next day, because I do find that there is a big difference. And so if I do drink something, I need it to be something that is actually like good, that tastes like good and doesn't make me feel like crap the next day. Next up is trendy makeup items. This is kind of similar to the social media thing because I don't really know what is trendy because I don't go into those stores. I don't watch content like that. But I do know that a lot of celebrities and influencers and people online have like makeup lines or something like is very trendy from a brand, and I'm not gonna buy into that next year at all. I have my makeup items that I like, that I use a lot, and if one of them is done, I will buy a new one, a replacement, and that's it. Next is workout equipment, gym memberships, or workout clothing. I feel like buying some of these things sometimes can be a way for us to think that we are doing something good for ourselves instead of actually doing the thing that is good for us, which is exercising. And it doesn't really matter what you're wearing, what you're using most of the time. I have my yoga mat. I have 2 small weights that I can use. And other than that, I feel like I'm set. There are so many workouts that you can do at home using just your body weight, and those have been working really well for me. So I don't feel like I need anything else. So I'm just gonna keep my money in my pocket when it comes to these things. Next is electronics and tech items. I'm not going to upgrade my phones. Hopefully nothing breaks. I'm not going to upgrade things for my work because I have done that this year. I feel like I'm all set when it comes to tech for my personal life and for my work. So I'm going to use all of my devices for the rest of the year and not buy any new ones. Next is hair equipment. I changed up my hair routine. I got rid of my blow dryer. I got rid of my hair straightener. I'm just air drying my hair now. I'm letting the curls do their thing. It's been so easy. It has saved me money. I'm not dyeing my hair anymore. So I won't buy anything in this category except for the products for my hair that I'm already using. Next is decor items for the home. If you've seen more videos from me, you might know that I'm not the biggest fan of knickknacks and statues and little thingies here and there. So I don't really own a lot of them. I do have some that I think add some personality to my spaces, but I'm happy with those and I'm not looking for any new ones. Maybe some wall art. I might do that. Next up is any winter gear, jackets, coats, gloves, scarves. I'm all set in that area. I have one of each. I have a winter jacket, I have a scarf, coat, gloves, hat. Don't need anything else, so I'm gonna use what I already have here. Next up is journals, stationery, etc. I have one journal that I'm still using because if I'm being completely honest, I haven't been bullet journaling that much this year and I don't really miss it. There are a few lists in my bullet journal that I continue to use, for example, recording all of my ins and outs when it comes to the things I buy and declutter. But other than that, I don't really use it that much, and the one that I have isn't used up yet, so I'll continue to use that one. Otherwise, I don't feel like I really need anything in this category. If you're the type of person who loves to buy this stuff, I completely understand. I love a cute notebook or a cute pen as well, but you could try and see next year if you could use up what you already have first, and maybe this can last you till the end of the year as well. Next up is video games. I really like playing video games, but I still have quite a few, and the type of games that I like to play usually take a bit longer to finish, somewhere in between like 40 to 100 hours of playtime, which takes me a couple of months for every game that I do, and I still have a few lying around. So I'm not going to do a complete no-buy here because there's one game that is scheduled to come out that I'm very excited for, so I'll probably get that one as soon as it comes out. Other than that, it's a no-buy. Coffee or matcha to go. Now, I don't really know why, but somehow I kind of got into the habit a while ago of purchasing these things to go. And the biggest thing is just that drinks like this are quite expensive. For example, if I get a matcha latte with oat milk, it's $5.50, whereas I have all of the matcha stuff right here. I have great matcha, I have all the supplies, and if I make it myself, it tastes just as good, and it's not $5.50. So if I am going to spend that much on a drink, I want to sit down somewhere and, you know, drink it for like 30 minutes to an hour and read my book and really relax, because I feel like then you're also paying for the whole experience. But when it comes to drinks like this to go, I prefer to make them myself and keep that money in my wallet. Next is cheap, bad quality items, or the really high-end items. When it comes to minimalism, I firmly believe in the quality over quantity thing, and when it comes to buying good quality, I feel like usually the right range is somewhere in the middle. If you don't buy the really cheap, crappy things that will make you regret not going for a slightly more expensive one because they break easily, then you are probably fine. And when it comes to like the really high-end expensive things, I feel like there are diminishing returns here, because sometimes you're paying twice as much and the product will not be twice as good. So usually I stick to the middle ground. Read reviews, that's always good. So no low quality stuff, but also not like the really expensive ones. Next is smart stuff for the home. So what are they called? Alexa or smart lights? Things in your home that are smart. Smart refrigerator, I don't know. And here I'm actually curious if you do have some of these things and if you feel like they add value for you, because I honestly don't really know. For me, things don't really have to be smart all the time. Maybe I'm missing something, so I would love to know from you. Scratch tickets, lottery tickets, casino, things like that. When I was younger, I used to go to a casino every so often, like maybe once a year. I feel like I've done it. It's a waste of money. I always like that line in Modern Family where he says like, oh, the casino where you give a stranger your money and pray it comes back. That's kind of how I feel about it now. I think it's a waste of money and I prefer not to do these things anymore. Next thing I will be buying next year are purses and bags. I am a one bag kind of gal. I love that I don't have to like put things in different bags or choose the bag that matches my outfit. I just have one bag, so it makes everything so much simpler. I have a backpack and I have a smaller purse if I'm just going out for a minute or two. That works great. They're both still in good condition. I've had them for a few years now and I'm not looking for any new ones. This used to be a category that really got to me because I love a cute bag or a cute purse. And now I'm just like, doesn't really interest me anymore. Next up, and I know you're gonna laugh at me about this one, is plants. I always say I'm not gonna buy any more plants, and then I always do. So I'm gonna be more realistic here and say that I wanna see if I can keep it to 3 plants max. I'm a big advocate of having plants in your home if that's at all possible for you. I feel like they add greenery and it's relaxing and it's nice to take care of them. They purify the air. So plants, they have all kinds of benefits and I like taking care of them. However, I also feel like if you have too much and it becomes like a jungle, it's kind of a lot because you have to think about which plants need watering when, and it just becomes a whole chore in itself. I want to keep it simple, so I want to try and not buy too many plants this year. And the next one is meal delivery service or meals to go. A while ago, I did get into one of those like vegan meal services where they can bring them home for you and then you can microwave them or you can pick them up and do that yourself. And while I think these services are great, they are convenient, they are also quite expensive, and in the end I just don't really feel like they're worth it. Especially with everything becoming so much more expensive recently, I just want to be mindful of the money that I'm spending on food, and I think that this is an easy category to kind of leave out. Before I end this video, I do want to take a quick moment to thank you all so much for being here. This will be the last video that I post in the year 22, and I always get a little emotional this time of year when I think about all the love and support and encouragement that I've received from you all, from my community. It really means so much to me. You probably don't know, if you leave a comment, how much that means to me. So I do want to quickly thank everyone. People sometimes thank me for my videos and for Simple Happy Zen, but really Simple Happy Zen wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for you all watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. Because of you, I get to do this for a living and make videos about my passions, about minimalism and intentional living and self-care and slowing down and all of that good stuff with thousands of people all around the world. So when I think about it, it really gets me right here. And it's so special to me. So thank you for another amazing year on YouTube. Thank you for being part of this community. Even if you only watch my videos and you've never left a comment, please know that I appreciate you. I'm wishing you all wonderful holidays and a simple, happy and zen year in 2023. If you haven't seen my video about everything I bought and everything I decluttered in 2022, I will leave that for you right there and in the description box. As always, questions, comments, conversations down below. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next week in the new year. Bye bye.